In the beginning, there was God, and there was chaos, emblematic of evil. This might not be the Genesis prologue you're accustomed to, but this is effectively what the first few verses are saying. According to the traditional Christian view, God's creation was perfectly good until evil corrupted the world through Adam and Eve's transgression. This doctrine, espoused by the 4th century theologian Augustine, posits that since God is inherently benevolent, and he created everything that exists is intrinsically good. Therefore, evil is not a creation of God, but merely the privation of good, much like blindness is the absence of sight. However, archaic translations of the Bible, including the Septuagint preferred by Augustine, obscure the essence of the original Hebrew. Contemporary translations have corrected this. Genesis 1, we now understand, tells a different story, a story of how evil exists. Before creation, the earth was complete chaos, characterized by boundless darkness and waters, symbols of evil. God's first act of creation focused on subjugating this chaos. He created light, separating it from the darkness, ensuring that darkness, while still present, would never prevail. Such creations the scripture describes as good, in contrast to the evil primordial chaos. That water epitomizes evil may initially seem odd. Yet, the ancient Israelites were not a seafaring civilization, unlike their northern Phoenician neighbours, renowned for their nautical prowess. The sea is tumultuous and destructive. Moreover, this is salt water. It cannot irrigate crops or quench one's thirst. In the Babylonian cosmogony, Enuma Elish, Marduk, the king of the gods, defeats the evil Tiamat, goddess of the saltwater sea. He separates her body, fashioning the sky above with one half and the earthly realm with the other. Analogously, on the second day, God partitions the waters, placing some above and some below the firmament. Since God, like Marduk, is dealing with the evil, chaotic waters, this is the only day in which God's creative act is not described as good, with the usual refrain being conspicuously absent. A reference to this cosmic battle is preserved in the Hebrew of verse 2, in which the word deep, Teom, is etymologically related to the Akkadian Tiamat. Teom reappears in the narrative of Noah and the flood. The malevolent waters return, this time as the instrument through which God wipes out humanity. On that day, all the fountains of the great deep, Teom, burst forth, and the windows of the heavens were opened. The problem of evil is the fundamental question of why evil exists in a divinely crafted cosmos. For polytheists like the ancient Babylonians, this was less problematic. Evil was simply the product of pernicious deities like Tiamat. Monotheists, however, face the challenge of explaining how evil can manifest in a world created by a single, omnibenevolent and omnipotent God. According to Genesis 1, evil existed from the beginning. God cannot be blamed for the presence of evil. It was always there. In fact, God's first creative acts were directed towards constraining the primordial chaos. He restrained the darkness, he divided the waters, he established boundaries so that light and dry land could prevail. Although this interpretation diverges from Augustine's view, one might contend that in the primordial world, evil was privational. There was no goodness yet. In the absence of good, there was only evil in the form of chaos. Genesis 1 recounts the tale of how God defeated evil and how he kept it at bay, until, according to one interpretation, Adam and Eve shattered those constraints, allowing evil to pour into the world. We shall dive deeper into this in a forthcoming video. For now, thank you for watching.